Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here. As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, this one today is dealing with your guy, man. Long live Flipper, long live Paper Route Frank. But yeah, man, GroveHero, Paper Route Woo, and SnupeBandz all link up for Dolph Day. Yeah, man, if y'all ain't know, Memphis done made November 17th Young Dolph Day. That's the reason why all the Paper Route artists are in Memphis, mostly in Castay, passing out goodies and showing love to the people. Because that's something that Young Dolph always did. And that's something that he always taught them to do. Even though you're getting money, always remember to give back to those who are less fortunate. Always remember to give back to where you come from. And that's basically the point of view that Young Dolph always spoke on. That's the reason why he always did videos in Castay. Like mostly all his videos, same thing dealing with SnupeBandz and Paper Route Woo. Mostly all they videos are in Castay, mostly. You know what I'm saying? I know for they new joint Boys in the Hood, they got videos everywhere. LA, Memphis, ATL. It just shows how much they still got love and support for Young Dolph by even doing this. See, I told you guys about a week ago that they was planning to do this. And this is all based on the Paper Route artists. This has nothing to do with CEO Daddy-O. This is all based on Paper Route Woo, SnupeBandz. Again, I told y'all, Brick Wolfpack, he's supposed to fly out from Houston to Memphis. Key Glock, like I stated, GroveHero, y'all know GroveHero, he always come through and support the community. You know what I'm saying? With his barbershop or with his food truck. That just shows that GroveHero, he knew what avenues to invest in to really give back to those who are unfortunate. And again, I tip my hat off to GroveHero and the rest of the Paper Route artists who are looking out for Young Dolph on this day. And again, if the people are not familiar, the reason why they're celebrating this day, because last year, Young Dolph, he was set up in Makeda's. He was coming back from a flight, coming back in town with some other Paper Route artists to do a video. That morning, stopped by Makeda's to grab some cookies, and that's where two guys allegedly spotted Young Dolph going into Makeda's, pulled up in the white Benz, hopped out with the blickies, and shot Makeda's up, only hitting Young Dolph. And right there, you know, it's a lot of people already have issues because a lot of people are still trying to understand why was Young Dolph the only one hit in that whole building if it was 5-6 other people in there. I know right now we don't want to talk about the whole Young Dolph case. We just want to talk about how the Paper Route artist is coming through to support Castay. And not only Castay, like I said, other parts of Memphis. They don't just look out for Castay. The reason why I'm saying they starting there because that's where Young Dolph will always start at, based on his turkey drive, back to school giveaways, whatever he do, he always start in Castay first, to all show love and appreciation for what Young Dolph has set them up for. You know what I'm saying? That's why as always, we first want to say rest in peace to Young Dolph, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in Dolph land. Same thing goes for Takeoff, man. Rest in peace to Takeoff, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in the ATL. But again, this video is based on Young Dolph and how much Young Dolph had did, not only for Memphis, but for Tennessee as a whole. So that's the reason why it's a bunch of people coming out in support and love of Young Dolph. Because again, the legacy he had left behind in Memphis. And right now we're seeing there's a bunch of artists right now that's popping in Memphis. And all because of Young Dolph, and that's real. Young Dolph had made all those guys into young, successful black men. Basically, if they not millionaires by now, they will be in the next 5 years. I know Key Glock is one, you know what I'm saying? Because he was Young Dolph's first artist. And we all know Dumb and Dumber and Dumb and Dumber 2, those two albums featuring Young Dolph and Key Glock, they both go hard. So that's the reason why Key Glock, he got the bag over there, man. And he doing his thing. Much love and support to Key Glock for keeping Paper Route going, you know what I'm saying? And along with that, yes, we can't forget about Paper Route Woo and SnupeBandz, man. Like I stated, their new album just dropped, Boys in the Hood, is doing numbers right now. And they got a video for every song out, and that's real.
You know, that's something I always respected about young Dolph. He always talked about teaching his artists the game so they can capitalize off their own name and do their own thing. And that's real, because we all see it. We see it with Key Glock, Jay Fizzle, Big Moochie Grape, Paper Route Woo, SnupeBandz. They all doing their thing out there, man. Again, based on what young Dolph had taught them. He basically told them guys, hey man, don't take your foot off the gas. Even when they think you're about to break, keep going on them. And that's real. We see it right now. And that's something I want to give young Dolph credit for. Because he never looked at those guys under him like he wanted to use them. He wanted them to use their own self for their own gain and benefit. You know what I'm saying? To aid and assist their own family. And that's the reason why young Dolph never had a problem teaching those cats and always letting them know, hey man, you got to keep going. You got to stack it to the ceiling. And the only way to do that is to put forth some work ethic. And again, we see it from each paper route artist. And like I told y'all, man, they doing a lot of this without CEO Daddy-O, without his approval. They aid and assist one another. We can even talk about paper route Brick Wolfpack. He just dropped his album last month called Bricktober, and it's moving numbers right now. And again, because young Dolph had signed him, it had nothing to do with CEO Daddy-O. So that's the reason why you guys will always hear paper route Brick Wolfpack shout out young Dolph and not CEO Daddy-O. Because CEO Daddy-O was trying to put Brick Wolfpack on the back burner, but he wasn't going for it. Because like I told y'all, man, he got his own fans, he got his own team, and his team, they got their own money. You know what I'm saying? That's something that young Dolph had put together because of his connections out there in H-Town, man. So yeah, man, I just want to tip my hat off to all the paper route artists for putting this together.
This the time where a lot of men need to rethink their steps and the people they hang around. The reason why I'm saying that, because again, look what happened to young Dolph. He thought he was around people who had his back, but somebody in that camp set him up. Not saying in paper route, I'm just saying somebody that's either associated or in paper route that has something to do with young Dolph being set up in Makeda's. Because we all know those are the only people that knew young Dolph moves. So again, that's why I'm stating we have to be more aware of the people around and the things we doing. You know what I'm saying? I know at the same time, we want to show our love and support to the people, and the only way to do that is to be there physically. And that's real. I understand that. But at the same time, it's like we have to pick when we want to do that. And we can't let everybody know when we're going to do it. But again, the reason why I'm stating that, because it's a lot going on in the rap industry and outside. And I'm mostly talking about what's happening with black men. It's like we don't value our lives no more, especially pertaining to one another. One black man may value his own life as he's supposed to, but when it come to mine, he don't care. I could be the person to not do nothing, cause no harm to nobody. But the other black man is still gonna look at me as if I'm doing so. I'm stating that because what happened to the guys like a young Dolph, a Nip, a Takeoff, Mo 3, even Duke the Jeweler, all known to be good guys, to not be corrupt, cause harm, not damage people, you know what I'm saying? Not do anything bogus to anybody. And these are the people to get set up. I'm saying that because everything is flipped upside down. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why you'll have people who out here doing the most disgusting things, craziest things. It's like they get the most protection. But again, man, this video is based on, today is Young Dolph Day. Remember, from now on, November the 17th is Young Dolph Day. Memphis had already publicly notified everybody that today, November 17th, is Young Dolph Day. So y'all remember that, put that on y'all calendars, you feel me? But again, man, I just want everybody to sit back and remember the type of guy, the type of man that Young Dolph was. Not just a rapper, how much appreciation and love he showed for Mia J, his daughter, and his son. And at the same time, he understands where he come from. He never looked down on his parents for being the people that they were. He understands they just humans, and everybody make mistakes. That's why I'm doing this video, to let everybody know, man, Young Dolph is still loved and appreciated. Yeah, but at the same time, the people, the fans, and the loved ones still want justice for Young Dolph, and that's real. But we got more in store. But as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.